Greetings everyone, welcome to the channel. We are the Land Gaming crew, and in this Diablo 3 non-seasonal video, we got some brand new gear to show for you guys. This time, it's something a little different from than what you guys are used to, but I think y'all are really going to enjoy it, man. A lot of new items to show here in this video, so it might be a little bit of a longer one. So yeah, grab a snack, grab a drink, get comfortable, sit back and enjoy. But before we get into it, I just want to say thank you to each and every single subscriber to the YouTube channel and each and every single member of the Discord community. Without you guys' support, literally none of this would be possible. So truly, thank you all. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and show off these items. So yes, of course, it's amulets and rings. I know you guys are probably like, man, enough with the amulets and rings. But these ones are pretty special because they all have 3 open sockets, meaning you can put whatever gems you want in there, whether they're from us, whether they're from somebody else. It's all about, you know, giving the end user, that's you guys watching this video, that's you guys who request the gear, just the possibility to kind of see what it feels like to make their own gear, kind of put their own gems in there, you know, socket their own stuff and make their own unique combinations. So yeah, man, pretty cool. So first up, we got the Haunted Visions. I'm not going to list off all of the affixes, otherwise this video would take forever. I'm just going to kind of scroll down slowly so you guys can see everything that's on here. There's a mix of ethereal affixes. There's a mix of soul shard affixes. Other than that, though, there's no sanctified affixes on these ones. I'm sorry, I tried to build most of these for all classes. That's hence why it has the 750 to vitality instead of a class-specific stat like dexterity or strength or intelligence. So that's kind of why there is no sanctified affixes on here, because it would kind of make it so you can only use it with that specific class. I hope y'all understand them. Maybe sometime I'll do it here in the future. Who knows? We do have a Squirt necklace that's like that. It has the strafe sanctified affix on there, I believe, which is pretty decent. So yeah, they're all set for level 1, by the way, and they're all primal ancients. Next up, we got the Wisdom of Kalan. This one is pretty nice because it's got 100% damage to all Necromancer skills, because this is a Necromancer class-specific amulet. It also has the Dark Reaping passive and increases the max stacks of bone armor by 5. This one has a Soul Shard affix on there. Your movement speed and cooldown reduction can be increased up to 15 times by dealing poison damage to an enemy. That's really great if you got the Gem of Faceless Toxin on as one of your gems. That would be perfect combination. For the first ring, we got up Focus. This is part of the Bastions of Will set, which is a 2-piece set for the both rings, to Focus and Restraint, which is pretty nice. Scrolling down on the affixes, this one's got quite a few of them for having no gem socket in there, which is pretty nice. Moving on, we got the Restraint. This is another Goodwill, I almost said Goodwill, man. It's freaking Goodwill because you get a Bastions of Will. No, it's a good ring, though. It's pretty standard. It's got life per hit, you know, all the good stuff. Next up, we got Brigg's Wrath. This is another Necromancer class-specific item. This first batch of rings and amulets, I kind of tried to stick to a theme. They are built for all classes, yes, but some of these items, like these legendary items, are made for specific classes. I hope that makes sense. I'm probably speaking gibberish, so I do apologize, man. This one has a Soul Shard affix on there, killing an elite enemy. Reduces all your active cooldowns by 5 seconds, which is pretty great. Convention of Elements, y'all know what this ring does, man. This thing is hella potent, and it's on literally almost every single one of my unmodded builds, because it's just so good, man. It's literally got, it helps every single class. It's super effective. It does a great job. 10 out of 10 recommend that ring, man. It's pretty great. Next up, we got Krysbin's Sentence. This is another Necromancer class-specific ring, man. But this one's got a 1 Soul Shard affix on there, and it's got 1 legendary bonus. Legendary bonus is from the Bone Ringer, and the Soul Shard affix is you deal 10% increased damage for every enemy instead of 5% to a maximum of 100%. And those are the other ones on there. Next up, we got Lornelle's Sunstone. This also has 100% damage to all Necromancer skills, and it is another Necromancer class specific item. But it's got killing an elite enemy, pulls all enemies within 40 yards where the elite died. That's a Soul Shard affix, one of our most popular ones here on the channel, I believe. Next up, we got the Nagelring. Pretty good, pretty standard. Doesn't have a legendary bonus on this item, so it's got the Furnace one on there, and then a Soul Shard affix. So yeah. Next up, we got Rachel's Ring of Larceny. This one is pretty decent. This is really effective on, I'd say, the Barbarian with the Whirlwind build, because you can use a skill that will fear enemies, giving you increased movement speed by 60%, which is just absolute insanity, man. And it also has 2 Soul Shard affixes. Oh, sorry, 3 Soul Shard affixes on there, which are pretty potent. We got killing an elite enemy, Reduces all your active cooldowns by 5 seconds. Killing an elite enemy pulls all enemies within 40 yards where the elite died. In-game passability, while your movement speed bonus is over 50%. When you move through enemies, you knock them back and stun them for 2 seconds. So this is perfect for a barbarian, man. Definitely perfect for the barb. Next up, we got the Ring of Royal Grandeur. You guys all know what this one does. It reduces the number of items needed for set bonuses by 1 to a minimum of 2. And it also has a Soul Shard affix on there as well. Next up, we got the Stolen Ring. This one also doesn't have a legendary bonus, so we assigned a Soul Shard affix. You now leave a trail of fire in your wake that slays enemies with the mark of destruction that are both below 10% health, which is pretty great. Short Man's Finger. This is a Witch Doctor class specific item, which is pretty nice. And then, yeah, this one has buffs for Gargantuan. Instead of summoning 3 smaller Gargantuans that have their damage increased by 650%. That's a big damage increase, man. I'd take that for sure. I'd take that all the way. And it's got a Soul Shard affix buffing your pet's damage, which is just great, man. Some of these affixes I chose, I'm really proud of myself because they like go perfect together. I'm really happy. And I think this is the last one. Nope. Next up is the Tall Man's Finger, another Witch Doctor class specific item. This one buffs your zombie dogs, which is pretty great. Zombie dogs are a lot of fun to use. Next up, we got Unity. This is a good ring for legit players as well because every person who is wearing this splits the damage between all of them, which is pretty great especially if you're running a big team, all rocking Unity rings. It's pretty fantastic way to get to those higher tiered Greater Rift levels. Next up, we got Wyrdward. It's a weird name. I don't know, man. Buffing lightning damage, though, that's why it's got a crap ton of lightning damage on there. Lightning damage has a 35% chance to stun for 1.5 seconds. Pretty nice. And that's the last item we have to show for you guys. I hope you all enjoyed these unsocketed items. I wanted to try something new, and I felt like this would be a good way to do it, just making legendary items with 3 open sockets. And I figured start with amulets and rings because those are usually the most popular. So thank you all for watching, man. If you made it all the way till the end, you're an absolute legend. Really appreciate your support. I really hope to catch you all in a future video coming out soon. Stay safe, stay happy, and last but not least, stay gaming. Lion Gaming Crew, signing out.